Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Atul. I'm working with the Tally Solutions. Just to inform you that we are recording this session for those who couldn't join for some reason. And please be on mute throughout the session so there will not be any disturbance for others. And if you are having any questions during the presentation, please put in the chat box. So we'll keep it in end of the session, all the questions, whatever you are having. And I'll be the host for this particular session. So today we'll understand about the e-invoicing, which is upcoming features. So we'll see that what are the e-invoicing things is there, what are the prerequisites and how we can go further in that. So without further delay, I'll start the session now. Okay, so hope as I can see that so many people is there here. I think if I'm not wrong, the few people knows about that we can do the VAT filing directly from the system, which is Tally. So we are having that e-VAT return option in the Tally itself. You just need to update the database properly in the system, and then you can do the direct filing from the system itself. You don't need to do any other things in that. Just verify the database and upload it. So directly from the system, you can do it. So that I'll show you that how you can do it. And next we'll go with the e-invoicing. So using the Excel, it's very complicated. Hope you know about it. If you're doing a small mistake, means you have to cross check all the database to find out that particular specific mistake where you have done. But if you're using Tally, updating the database properly, the system will tell you where you are doing the mistakes and how you can resolve that particular things. So it's very simple. I'll show you that how you can see those particular information in the Tally. So normally you are using Tally and this is the demo purpose which we have as of now here. So let's see home wide supplies LLC company is there who is ready to file the database like VAT return. So you can just open that company and then just click on exchange. Once you will click on exchange, upload VAT 201 return, click on that, and then you have to click on the login in the browser. So what will happen? It will connect to you on the Amara Tax portal. So it will ask you to the login your Amara Tax portal. You have to put your login ID, your mail ID, and your Amara Tax portal password. So once you will mention these information, it will show you that okay, you have successfully logged in to VAT 201 form. So this is, then you can click on start session. Once you will click on start session here, so then it will show you the previous VAT returns, whatever the return you have done previously, and the new return as well. So new return you can click and you can do the reconciliation. Once you will click, then it will show you what are the complete transaction, your taxable value, your tax amount, total information it will reflect here. So what you can do, you can just verify, and if it has, everything is okay, click on submit. So once you will click on submit, it will give you the reference number. Okay, this is the reference number, which is after submission. Yes, this is submission is done. Once you will click, you can see you are having the option where you are getting return is successfully done. And this is the reference number. Hope it is clear how simple it is. It was very simple to do the VAT filing directly from the system. No manual work, nothing is required. Only the data you have to verify, whatever the data the client is filled up, and then you have to just verify and then submit it. Very simple. Hope you know. If who doesn't know this particular option, please use that. So there will not be any manual work required for that. Now let's move to the next topic. Okay. Now, e-invoicing, this is the hot topic now, and everybody is wanted to know what are the e-invoicing, how the things will work for the e-invoicing and all. So it's very simple. So e-invoicing today we'll understand what are the universal coverage. So universal coverage means e-invoicing is applicable only for the two type of fields, which is B2B and B2G, business to business and business to government. Just to clear, B2C is not applicable for the e-invoicing. If somebody is doing the B2C, means e-invoicing is not applicable. Now, PayPal five corner model also will understand what are the PayPal five corner model and how the five corner model will work in this particular case. And ASP service provider, who will be the ASP service provider from the FTA side, and what is the role of ASP service provider? Real-time validation. So whenever you will raise the invoice, it will directly and send for the e-invoicing. It will submit it directly from to the FTA. So FTA also will get to know that okay, these are the information, this is the invoice you have raised to this particular customer, so and so amount, and this is the taxable amount. And complete transparency. Whenever you are raising the invoice, your buyer also will get to know, and your FTA will also get to know the complete invoice information and amount and all. So that is there. Just to clarify, e-invoicing is, there is no relation of e-invoicing with the VAT. So don't mix it that okay, if what will happen to my VAT and all. So that will be there. It will be remain same. Whatever the now you are filing the VAT return and all, it will be remain same. There is no change in terms of VAT. Okay, so what is the criteria and how the things will work? So you can see the phase one, which is going to start if company is having turnover more than 50 million. So the company will fall under phase one, and ASP selection means 30th October is the last date to select the ASP. So before that, you need to select ASP selection need to be done, and 1st January you should be ready for the e-invoicing, means your system should be ready. ASP selection is done, data validation, updation, everything mapping according to the FTA, like for the e-invoicing you are ready for each and everything. Second phase will come for those who is having less than 50 million turnover, like either less than 50 million, either 49 million, or it can be lower than that as well. So ASP selection will be before 31st March 2027. They need to do the ASP selection, and system readiness means for the invoicing they will start from the 1st July. Phase two, all the companies will be considered for the e-invoicing. Phase 3 only for the government entities, which is similarly they are going to start till 31st March. They have to select ASP, and then 1st October they have to start. Now, what is the role of ASP? See, ASP. What is the role of ASP? What will happen from the FTA side? There are the certain criteria, certain fields is required for the invoicing. Like okay, these are the fields it is mandatory you should fill up, and then get the information done. Then only you have to send it. So what is happening that FTA is saying no, I don't want to take the headache. Like you guys take care, you have to do all the validations. We don't want to do the validation. You give me the final submission after doing all the validations. Once you will give all the validations submission, then I'll see and approve it. That's it. So that's why the ASP came in the picture. So what will happen? ASP will do the validation of each and every fields. Okay, these are the fields are required. All the things mapping, everything is okay. Means we can process further. So that is ASP. Second thing, what is the role of PayPal? So PayPal also is there. So first thing that you should be a certified. What is the ASP? ASP will be should be a certified with the PayPal. So PayPal is the network, like it is work as a exchanger. So PayPal will do the exchange work. It will exchange the information from one platform to another platform, like submission to the like ASP validation, and then it will move to the FTA. So those particular things the PayPal will take care, like data information exchange and all. Hope it is clear. If you are having any questions, please put in the chat box in the Q&A. Now this is five corner model which we were talking about behind the PayPal and all, how the PayPal network will work. So what will happen? This is behind. You don't need to worry about it, how the things will work. So let's see that corner one, which is for the seller, means you are raising the invoice. So seller will raise the invoice to the buyer. Buyer will see, then what will happen? The seller will, once the seller will raise the invoice and send for the e-invoicing. So that e-invoicing part, what will happen? That e-invoicing ASP will do the validation. Like you are having Tally as a ASP, so Tally will do the validation in the behind. All the fields validation will be done, and if anything will be there, it will show that this is the information is required. Means fill up this information and then send for the invoicing. Then once it is done, then it will move to the corner 3. Corner 3 means buyer also will be having the ASP. So buyer ASP also will do the validation once again. Then once the buyer ASP will approve it, yes, everything is okay, then it will move to the corner 4, where the buyer will see, verify and approve it. That everything is okay. Like this is the purchase, I did it, and all the invoicing, all the invoice amount, tax amount, quantity and all the items are okay. Means they can submit it, and then it will move to the corner 5, which is FTA. Means final submission will be done with the FTA. So once the final submission will be done, means we can close. Yes, everything is done. Now we can move and process is completed here. Hope this is clear. So this is the behind the work. Whatever the work you are doing, you are raising the invoice, everything will work in the backend. You don't need to worry about it. You can see the status only. So that we'll see in the further slides, that how the status we can see for these all these corners. Now, Tally is already certified with the PayPal. So there is the three criteria that we'll see in this upcoming slide. So to become an ASP, there is a three category. One is the you should be uh, certified with the PayPal. So Tally is already certified with the PayPal. Second, that it should be like pre-approved. You can see on the financial website on the FTA that you can see this is pre-approved ASP. Means all the documentation, submission, everything is done, and all the requirements is fulfilled for the FTA. Means Tally is ready for to become ASP. Third, which is required for the testing. Now product testing is going on for the Tally. Once the product testing will get over, means you will be able to select Tally as a ASP and you can process it. Done. Now, how we can do the selection of the ASP? So it's very simple. Means you can just log into the Amara Tax portal. Left hand side, you can see the e-invoicing. You can go to the e-invoicing. Put the TRN number, select the particular TIN number. Whatever the TIN number you are having, select the particular TIN number. So once you will select the particular TIN number, then you can select the ASP. Who will be the ASP that you can select? This is the ASP. You want to select it. Once you will select the ASP, then move further, then fill up the information which is required. So you can fill up that mail ID, mobile number, TIN number, and then do the verification. Once you will do the verification, then it means you have successfully registered for the ASP. Once the registration will be done, then you need to do the handshake with the Tally. Means you have to do the handshake with the Tally. You have to do the configuration and the multiple process in the Tally as well. So what will happen that you can log in to the Tally for the e-invoicing. You can click e-invoicing login and log out. Once you will click on that, it means it will ask you tally.net ID and password. So you can log in with the tally.net ID and password. One small screen will get open. So from the FTA side, we have got the TNC and privacy policy. So make sure that you should read out those particular information which is given by the FTA. So you can cross verify that what are the information is required, what are the detail we are going to share with the FTA. So all the information, once you will give the access, yes, we are ready. And I'm giving the consent to those, and then you can process. So there's the two-step verification. Step one, you have to verify your tally.net ID, which is registered with the Tally. Second, you have to verify that Amara Tax Portal ID. So once you will verify the one means tally.net ID, it will ask you the OTP. You can mention the OTP here. Next, you can process further. Then you have to cross-check the information, your Amara Tax Portal mail ID, the company which you are going to register with this uh, for the e-invoicing, that company TRN number, and make sure the TIN number and TRN number is correct, which is required. So that you can click on that. Okay, that you can select it and process it. So what will happen? Once again, it will ask you the OTP which you have received over the mail, so that you can verify and process it. Means here the registration is completing completion is happening, like handshake is happening with the Amara Tax portal. So once it is done, then you will get the PayPal ID. You can see the PayPal ID, which is 0235 is the country code, and then you are having your TIN number, 10 digit TIN number. So that you have to generate it. So make sure whatever the information you are providing, that should be correct. So still, if you are having any questions, please put in the chat box. Okay. Okay, so once you will put the information, then you will get the PayPal ID. 0235 is the country code, and then you are having 10, like 10 number, 10 digit 10 number, so that you can do it. Now let's move further. Okay, just to inform you that these all the fields which is coming up, like 52 fields, which we'll see in the upcoming slide as well. Okay, now e-invoicing, how the e-invoicing will work in the Tally and what are the detail is required. So we'll see in that. Now you are raising the invoice. So we'll see the five corner model, how the five corner model will work here. So once you are raising the invoice, let's see you, this is the way that you are raising the invoice. What will happen? It will ask you, do you want to send for the e-invoicing? Means for each and every invoice, you are getting this particular option because you have enabled the e-invoicing. Once you will press this yes, what will happen? It will send for the e-invoicing. Here the five corner model will work. Here five corner model will work. So corner one, corner two. So that is corner one means you send the invoice, then it will move to the ASP. ASP will do the validation, then buyer ASP, and then buyer, and then FTA. So means invoice updated successfully for the processing. The detail are updated in the transaction. Now what will happen? We can see the status, the same transaction you can open and you can see provide VAT and e-invoicing detail. You can click yes, and then you can see the e-invoice status in progress. So you can see invoicing status where you can see in progress. And if you want to see the status, you have in the right hand side, the status detail as well. We'll see that. But before that, you can see that unique identification number is given in that UUID, which is auto generated by the department, by the software. So now question will come. Now I'm using the e-invoicing and I have done the handshake and all. How FTA will get to know that, okay, this is the amount I have done it. So what will happen once you will send for the e-invoicing, the FTA will be having this UID number. So because of that, they will be able to track the complete invoice detail. What is the time, what is the date, everything. It will come on the top of the invoice as well. Now, same thing you can see in the portal status as well. So in the right hand side, you can see the status is given for the e-invoicing. C2 means generated. You have already generated. C3, which is coming for the buyer, and C5, which is coming for the FTA. So means acceptance is done. Okay, process it. So this is e-invoicing status that you can see. Now these are the 52 fields which are given, which are required by the FTA department for the e-invoicing. So make sure before processing for the e-invoicing, your data should be ready for the e-invoicing. Each and every field should be filled properly, updated in your system, your company invoicing detail, your company detail, seller invoicing detail, your buyer invoicing detail, document totals, like what are the fields are required, tax breakdown, invoice line item, what are the line item is required in that. So everything is required by the FT department for the e-invoicing. So make sure these information should be ready and you have correctly updated in your system. Like unit of measurement. Nowadays, everybody is using different name for the pieces, and somebody is putting the full name PICES. Somebody is putting PCS. So different name the people are using, but that also we have to do the mapping. So we'll see that how the things will work, but you don't need to worry about it if you're using Tally. Tally will give the by default all the fields, only you need to update those. So just to inform you that we are launching in next 2 to 3 days, Monday or Tuesday, you will be having the latest release, which is 7.1. So in that latest release, we are coming up with all the related options related to the e-invoicing. So you can start updating required fields. So those particular things will be available in that. So this is the sample invoice. So where you can see that UID which is coming on the top, date and time, and then you can see the buyer PayPal ID also you can see here, which is PayPal ID also is given here. So complete information it will come. This is for the sample, not the exact one. This is just for the sample reference we have given. You can see that company 10 TRN number. So that is given in that. So what is the TIN? TIN number is the 10 digit of the TRN number. First TRN, first 10 digit of TRN. That is a TIN. Now people are giving the discount whenever they are raising the invoice. People are giving the discount uh, in the transactions. Normally overall discount or per item basis in the percentage. So we have to give the reason why you are giving the discount to the customer. So that in the by default in the system itself, you will get the option to select why you are giving the discount for the company. So that discount region you can select and accept it. Then you can send for the e-invoicing. Now, second thing which is coming up for the bulk exchange of e-invoicing. When it is going to use means what is the use of it. Let's see the some of the companies having that one will do the data entry, second person will do the checking, and third person will do the approval. So there is a time taken job is there. You don't want to generate invoicing for each and every transaction because you are not the right person to send for the invoicing. The third person or second person will verify and then he will send for the e-invoicing. The certain particular person will be taking care of that e-invoicing part. So that person can send that e-invoicing. So that is option is there. Even the security control also we are giving that option where you can just set up this particular option. I want to give the rights for the e-invoicing for this dedicated person, not for all. So that is we have already taken care. Now in this case, let's see what will happen that you are using Tally. You can see the F11 features which is given in the Tally itself. You can just go to the send e-invoicing detail after saving voucher. You can enable it. You can make it yes. So once you will enable it, then what will happen? The previously we saw for each and every invoice, the option was coming for send for the e-invoicing. So what will happen? You can make it, you can disable. Once you will disable, it will not ask e-invoicing for each and every transaction. What will happen in this case? You can in end of the week or end of the day, you can just open all the transactions. You can click on exchange, send for e-invoicing. Once you will click, you will see all the pending transactions which is given for the e-invoicing, pending for the e-invoicing. You can verify either you want to send for the selected one first and then you will verify other and then you want to send. That is also possible, or either you can select all and then send online. Once you will click on that, it will send for the e-invoicing report. Sorry, it will send for the invoicing. And now you can see the e-invoicing report also we have given here where you can see what are the reports is given and how we can get either how many invoices are pending and what are the errors we are getting. So we have given the similar report which we have given for the FT like form 201 F F201 form is given. So that it's the similarly we are having uncertain transaction that you can click in that and then you can see all the information pending for e-invoice generation, voucher information modify after exchange. So all the information you will get it here in this particular report. If you are thinking that you can see why the mismatch is coming, VAT registration detail of the company are not valid or invalid. UM, unit of measurement. I was explaining that how the things is working. Unit of measurement which is not mapped to the unit quantity code means that we have to verify. So you have to do the mapping for the required fields and then you send for the invoicing after verifying and doing the correction in that. Now, what are the things is required? How to prepare for e-invoicing and all? It's very simple. Verify your company information first. Make sure you have verify all the company information, your company TRN, your company name as per the trade license. So you have to mention exactly. Validate your customer and supplier name as well, their address and their TRN number. If anybody is registered for the invoicing means their PayPal ID, everything you have to update in the system. And make sure that the service or the item, if you are dealing in inventory and all, means make sure that you have selected the right way, zero rated, taxable or exempt. Those particular classification selection should be done. ASP, you already know that ASP, which ASP you have to select and why you have to select the ASP and what are the role of the ASP. So that we have already explained the adopted corrective practice early. So what is the mean that see nowadays everybody is what is happening? Okay, you send one invoice and the customer said no, 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 do the modification, or somebody said your accountant said oh by mistake I did it, let's make the correction in that. So it's habitual, means people are doing like that. They will open the same invoice or either they will cancel it and regenerate, or either they will do the modification in the same invoice and then send again. But once you will send for the invoicing, you will not be able to alter it or not able to delete or cancel it. What will happen that you have to raise a credit note for the same. So there is no exception for that. So better you have to start using debit note or credit note for the sales and purchase return from now only. And your system should be up to date. So means as I mentioned that we are launching the 7.1 this next week. So make sure your system should be ready and up to date to the 7.1. You can upgrade it to the latest release. So we can help you out in this particular case. And make sure you should be known what are the criteria, what are the things, or your staff should know that what are the things we have to prepare for that, and how we can make sure that your staff should know each and everything before processing, and what are the data need to be maintained because of that. Now question is coming okay, now uh see the 7.1, hope you 7.0, hope you are using it. If not using, just to inform you that we are having the Tally drive where you can take the backup over the cloud. Tally is giving free cloud backup in the Tally. Then you are having a smart find where you can just search anything, whichever you remember your narration, you remember any description or any item name, any customer name, just fill up the information. It will show you the information related to that. And definitely we are having the drum symbol as well in this given in the system. Now, as I mentioned that what are things is there which we have already given in that. So all the information we have already given here. Yeah. Now we'll move for the Q&A. So this session is organized by Tally Global. So Tally Global is having multiple branches, which is in India, UAE, Tanzania, and Angola. They are having four different places, four different branches, and they are having very good strength. And in terms of like what are the they are having more than 25 year of experience in the Tally domain, and one of the oldest Tally partner providing service for the Tally like more than 10,000 customers across the globe. And we have seen that okay they are having multiple branches like India, Angola, and Tanzania. So they are multiple places they are having. And yes, so the question is coming why we should choose Tally Global and why we should choose the partner. So partner will help you out. See, the partner is well trained because from the Tally side we are giving the training first to the partner, so they should be trained and they can help their customers. So our partners are trained. Tally Global is well trained. They are having the staff that who can help you out in terms of selecting the right field, selecting the right ASP. That okay, how the things will work, what are the challenges is required, and what are the solution is that. So for that, definitely you need a dedicated partner that who can help you out throughout the year because for you that is new, but for the partner they are already doing the multiple training sessions, multiple like sessions they are attending, they are having the link that they can sort it out immediately or whatever the challenge you are facing. So make sure that you should go with the Tally Global and get the dedicated support. Don't think about the initial expenses and all, but your system, they will take care. Your system should be ready before the deadline and you should not face any particular challenge. So that is our suggestion. They are having the TallyPrime server, customization and multiple add-ons, mobile applications. And if somebody is using the third-party applications, they are not using, let's see in your network, the people are not having this Tally and they want to select Tally as a ASP. Yes, that is possible. So Tally Global can do the integration. Means customers should get the Tally. They should be either they should use Tally as a front end or either back end. Then only that will do the integration with the Tally and they can use for the e-invoicing. Just to clarify, from the Tally side, we are not charging anything for the ASP selection. We are not charging anything for the this one invoicing, multi unlimited invoicing you can generate from the Tally. But make sure that you can choose Tally Global and they will help you out. Definitely the service charge will be there, which Tally Global can help you out. The throughout the year they are going to support. They are going to take care your dedicated database and all the configuration and required changes is that they will take care. So these are the contact information they are having. Now you can just take a screenshot or you can take picture of it. So let's wind up. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are having further questions or anything you want to know related to the e-invoicing or you want to upgrade, you can see on the screen you are having the contact detail where you can reach out Vivek, Anirudh or Shayan. So these people will help you out related to how to upgrade and all, and they will take care related to ASP selection. So whatever the challenges you will face, they will take care. So you don't need to worry if you are a Tally user. You don't need to worry. Just inform the Tally Global team. They will help you out. They will take care your headache. So till then, thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Yes. And one more thing I wanted to add,
Yeah.
there are maybe couple of question if we have skipped, we will and somewhere one-on-one meeting will be required so that we will connect you one-on-one and then we will discuss on the questions.
Good. Good.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks for your time.